Feels pretty good. No, like, seriously, on television I kind of portray an arrogant, kind of jerky little rich kid, and I kind of am. But here at W.O.W Pro Wrestling, I mean, this is what it's all about. This is wrestling, you know. Everyone in the back has a ton of heart to come out here and bust their asses for all of you, and I really respect them. Chris Steeler, I know you were a former champion here. And I know you're trying to get back the title you crave, and perhaps a winner would maybe put you right in title contention. And despite having never been defeated in TNA, I guess anything can happen here at WOW, right?
Anything can happen, brother.
But I know you have a very dangerous super kick, and this guy right here said I can't wrestle, and it's fun. We have fun with that chant all the time on TNA, but tonight I want to wrestle. A good competitive match. I want to show you guys what I can do. I want to show thank you. Show what I can do, but more probably show what probably the next W.O.W Pro Wrestling champion can do, Chris Steeler. This is your house. What? Hit it for me. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Last month, Chris Steeler wrestled Tony Nese in what we all told you was going to be the match of the year candidate, if not the match of the year. And it was. But tonight, there's an opportunity, there's a chance that match could even get overshadowed as Chris Steeler goes one-on-one in a wrestling match against Ethan Carter III, better known as EC3.
And it could be trouble for Chris Steeler, the former Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion, the longest Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion in history. And like you said, had a hell of a barn burner match against the former TNA superstar Tony Nese. Now, he's taking it straight to the brass, brother. He's taking it to the nephew of the owner of TNA Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter, Ethan Carter III.
Steeler flipping through there on the top wrist lock again, drops it over and a leg drop on top of the arm. Crowd approves. This is going to be a scientific matchup, to say the least.
Trouble. And there it is. The lockup goes into the side headlock. That's the guy's theme song. It's pretty catchy, don't you think?
It's one word.
Trouble. I'd say about. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. How much does this guy weigh? Ethan Carter III.
Why are you still asking the personal trainer who's sitting here?
No, well, the personal trainer was asking me. I'm asking you.
How much does Ethan Carter weigh?
Yeah. What would you say?
I'd say about a solid 238, 240.
Yeah, dude. Also, don't forget, Ethan Carter III also had a small run in a global wrestling promotion known as the WWE, and
was known for his affectionate love of Steve Blackman at that time.
yes, and the USA, which we're going to see that USA pride in full effect tonight when Hacksaw Jim Duggan teams up with the original wife beater Joey B.
Lest we forget, Rude Boy Riley and Mike Verna. Fans brought the weapons tonight.
Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. What does a win tonight over EC3, what does that do for Chris Steeler going in to next month's Money in the Bank match?
Well, I assure you, when it comes to the ladder match, you got to believe that Chris Steeler might be an odds-on favorite right next to Aaron Stride, but my goodness, can you imagine how long it took? He defended that title at all costs. To win the title after winning a briefcase that you can cash in at any time? My goodness, Chris Steeler, if he can win that match, is almost guaranteed the two-time.
Running bolo uppercut in the corner. Flies it up with a roaring elbow. Sells to the outside here. And here we go! Superman dive! All the way to the outside. And that's what it's all about here. W.O.W. W.O.W. And right now, for Ethan Carter III, dare I say it, could it be trouble? Trouble, trouble, trouble?
Bring Rob Blatt back, please. Love everything good in this world. The outside now, Chris Steeler in EC3.
The guy's theme song.
We heard it when he came out.
He has, have you
Telling the fans, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Have you seen the guy's t-shirt too? A little preview of what we might see later on tonight. Well, you know what? I've also seen Chris Steeler's new t-shirt. And guess what? I think I'm going to buy it. I know what you're saying. You're sitting here, where can I get such a t-shirt? Obviously, I can go over the table here at the live event, or I can go to www.warriorsofwrestling.com where I can buy and order official Warriors of Wrestling merchandise, including t-shirts and DVDs, as well as the new Warriors of Wrestling Wrestling Buddies.
Might have a monthly column coming as well to warriorsofwrestling.com.
Oh!
Stay tuned for that. Missing the leg drop.
Misses, lands on that
Turns
tailbone.
him inside out with that clothesline.
Yes, there you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. Kicks out at 2. Right. Hey, look, man. Ethan Carter III looks to be. Look at that, dude. That's in great shape. He's doing his lap pullovers, bent over rows.
He's obviously never seen me wrestle. My phenomenal physique.
Yeah,
Near to the head.
I hear you're in great shape, but that shape is the one of an egg.
I think I can't take off my robe tonight. You haven't seen how hard I've been working. Just wait till you see me next month.
Chris Steeler now. Oh, there you go, guys. I'm on the ropes. Hey, come on now. Ethan Carter's opened up the match talking about respect and wrestling, and now he's doing a dirty maneuver like that. As you can hear him on Fox Radio. And you know, I talked to Ethan Carter, and he was telling me what separates him between any of these other wrestlers is that is he's got that alternative mindset, that 1%. He is the 1%er. And speaking of which, will we be seeing that 1%er tonight? And if he hits our Chris Steeler, I can promise you it's going to be all over.
If they time traveled is EC3, Chris Steeler as well. It's the same thing with Tony Nese. It's a battle of wills. Last month, Chris Steeler came up on top, and think about it. Is it different really from a title match? Is Chris Steeler going to bring nothing but 100% to the table?
You better believe it, brother.
Outside of a title match? Think about it. What if this was a title match? Someone like EC3, very much deserving of a title shot anywhere. This could just as well be a loss for Chris Steeler.
And Rob, what do you got to say about that?
What we're seeing tonight is really what Chris Steeler is capable of. All of these challenges from men who are traditionally outside of Warriors of Wrestling just shows the mettle of Chris Steeler, that is. Right now, Ethan Carter III, I would say, has complete control over Steeler. Bouncing his head off the canvas, only a 2 on the former Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion here. Ethan Carter taking his time, perhaps a mistake talking to that crowd where he talked about wrestling earlier and respecting his opponent. Meanwhile, he's standing around not getting on Chris Steeler. Perhaps not doing his homework, seeing what Chris Steeler is capable of when a match goes deep, goes into 10, 12, 20, 30 minutes long. Because it's a mistake, it's an absolute mistake to turn your back on Chris Steeler, no matter how much you may think that he is down.
Indeed, it is actually surprising to see Chris Steeler in this position. Not necessarily early in this match. This match just keep moving on at a steady pace.
You know, and even without the heavyweight championship, he is still representing Warriors of Wrestling in that ring. At this point, against Ethan Carter III, against TNA, against Impact Wrestling. Getting the Warriors of Wrestling fans here in the Fun Station behind him. Fighting out of that hold with a jawbreaker. EC3 now, a little bit dazed. Steeler getting his wind back perhaps. There we go with a series of punches. EC3 goes for a clothesline, but Steeler comes back with one of his own. Steeler has woken up, kick to the gut, off the ropes with a rising knee. Now a neck breaker. Steeler has woken up. Now he's trying to wake up the crowd. Calling for, oh, I think we know what's coming next. I think we know what Steeler wants. And Ethan Carter does too. Steeler catches him with an enziguri. Carter is dazed. Steeler's coming to his feet now. Both of these men getting everything they have here, Warriors of Wrestling. What is Steeler thinking of? Oh!
A super kick of his own. That's got to be it.
1, 2. No, only a 2 for Ethan Carter III, who seems shocked.
Well, these counts are coming quicker than ever.
Absolutely. Part of the crowd, they have been, let's be honest, they have been chanting all night. That was 3.
Especially for EC3 in this case.
Clever. Meanwhile, EC3 getting in the face of the ref. A definite mistake here. And
After that kick.
Eats a boot as a result. Both men are down. Referee starts calling for a possible. No, I couldn't imagine both of these men being down for a 10, and they're not. Up on their knees, trading blows. You can hear the slap off the face of both of them, going back and forth. Both men to their feet now, throwing everything they have at the other. Perhaps a little bit dazed. Steeler eats an elbow. Both of these men, you can see how much work they've put in. Both of these men. Ethan Carter looks like he might be busted open. Put Steeler down for only a 2. Yeah, he is bleeding. Chris Steeler.
I believe it was that after the end of those shots, that overhand right from Steeler.
Yeah.
Really pinched the nerve there.
Looks like Steeler
has been a closed fist.
He made him bleed his own blood, as Ethan Carter III says. Fighting through.
That closed fist, those wire punches for Chris Steeler that did it.
A lesser man who is on television on a weekly basis might not keep fighting, but not Ethan Carter III here, who eats a super kick from Chris Steeler, who might be able to pull up 1, 2. Oh! Ethan Carter III gets his foot on the rope. Otherwise, a few inches away, Chris Steeler ends Ethan Carter III tonight with a super kick. Calling for the crowd behind him.
You're looking for that last son. Oh, wait a second.
Is that a low blow?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Is that? Wait a second here.
Oh, so much for a clean wrestling match. I like it. I like it.
Absolutely disgusting.
I like it. A little bit of attitude here tonight from Ethan Carter III. Oh, wait a minute. Shot to the thigh. And a super kick.
There we go. Another one from Steeler.
I'm glad that you now can say you're still unpinned. But I made you bleed your own blood. And that super dick doing the dick?
Not the way.